Hey, welcome back to my channel, and this is a collection video. So first, I'm gonna start off with all my it's like just square ones that aren't like cuboids like this. So first, we have the gear cube. It's a pretty good cube, except for it locks up a lot, which can get annoying when you're trying to speed solve it. But it's fun, and it really only requires one algorithm once you know what you're doing. Next, we have the mirror cube. This cube, you solve it by just doing the layers, like no colors on it, but one layers, see the different sizes of layers. You just solve it based on that. Once you figure it out, it's a pretty easy puzzle. Now we have this Rubik's Brand mod that I made. Basically, all I did was I just took out the center caps. Well, I took out all the edge tiles. So it's basically like a 2x2 with centers. So it's pretty easy. Now we have 3x3 twist. It solves like a 3x3, except for on a 3x3. This would be the center, but it's just an edge piece. So the center pieces are two different colors, so you can get parity. But if you know the parity, it's also pretty easy. Alright, now we have the windmill cube. Windmill cube, when it's all scrambled up, it looks pretty complex, but it solves like a 3x3. There's only one parity that requires a really easy algorithm to solve. Besides that, it's a pretty fun cube. Alright, now we have two 3x3s glued together. I made this mod. It's a fuse cube. It can do this. That's pretty fun. But yeah, I solved the first two layers pretty intuitively, and then the last layer for OLL and PLL just requires two algorithms. That's pretty easy once you know them. What else? Okay, so now I'm getting the rest of my regular old 3x3s. I have a lot. So, here we go. Well, these two aren't really regular, but these are Rubik's Impossibles. They're pretty impossible because, well, they change colors. So, it's, one of them I didn't scramble, so we're good. Next, I have 4 of these old Rubik's Brands that are stickered and turned really bad. I was trying to take the center cap off, but I broke it because apparently they're not supposed to come off. So, I learned that the hard way. But yeah, I have 4 of those. They're both equally bad. Next, we have this really cheap cube. It's not bad though. I adjusted the springs and screw tensions to make it actually usable. So it's not bad. The stickers are in not terrible shape, but I started using it a lot for no reason, and they're kind of fading. This is just a regular 3x3 that I have. Hold up, I have another one. No idea where it went. Here we go. So this is another one that I have. I don't know what the difference is, but this one's darker. This one has a darker shade of white. This one has a lighter shade. They're both not really bad, but fun fact, this is actually my main cube before I got a speed cube. I have another one somewhere, but I don't know what it is, and I don't feel like trying to find it. I think I have one more Rubik's Brand. Same one as this, except for I use this one as my main for a little bit, so it's not that bad. The other one, it's really tight and it's really hard to use. Next, we have these two actually good speed cubes. This was my first speed cube, 356M. And then my friend actually gave this one to me. It's a 12 Maglev. It's my new main, and I like it. Moving on to 2x2s. I have 2 of them. This is just a Rubik's brand. It's really small compared to my Speed Cube, and it doesn't turn very well. And then we have an MGC, which is my main, because I'm not going to use a Rubik's brand. It's really good, pretty good. The corner cutting is actually really good. Like, it can do 45 degrees pretty easily. So I only have those 2, and then for 4x4, I have almost 2. If you count this, when I learned how to solve the 3x3, I was like, okay, I can solve a 3x3 now. Now I want to solve a 4x4. So I had this just sitting around, so I picked it up to try to do it, and then I heard a crack, and then it wasn't really turning, and so it fell apart, and it's broken. So I have the pieces, but they're useless because it's broken. And then we have this MGC. It's obviously my main. It's pretty good, and that's it for 4x4. Now I have 1x1s. This actually came in a game, Rubik's Race. It's really small. And then I have this one. I made it out of Legos. I built just built a whole bunch of white tiles on top of each other, covered it in tape, drew an outline in black marker, and then put construction paper for the tops on it. So it was the first thing that I actually made. Moving on to my Minxes, I'm gonna include the Pure Minx just because it has wood Minx in it. This is my Kilo Minx. It's not the best. I enjoy it because it's like Mega Minx, but it's easier. It turns decent, but not for speed solving. It catches sometimes. That's kind of unfortunate. The Mega Minx is also not the best, but I like it. They're both fun to solve. And then Pure Minx, I don't know. This is really old. It's one of my original cubes that I had. Also, it has ball bearings instead of magnets. So yeah, that's how old it is. I'm getting into it now. Want to learn how to solve it more efficiently. But we're almost done now. I have this. It's a 2x2x3. It's also really fun. You only really need to know. So the centers you can do in like 3 or less moves, and then to do one layer, you just do a whole bunch of soons, and then there's like one algorithm for the last part. But that's it. Alright, that's almost everything. Now I have my 2 artist cubes. Square one. It's not a very good square one, but I don't need a good square one because I don't know how to solve it. Yeah. It's solved right now because I take it apart. Same with my puppet cube here. This is also a hard cube, but even less people know how to solve it. So I always just take it apart. Also, whenever you're trying to corner cut, it just all pops a lot. Like, I'm not gonna do it now though. Alright, I think that's all 2 more cubes. First we have my 5x5. And there's no magnets or anything, and it doesn't turn the best. But it's my only one, so I use it. Yeah, it's not the best. Messed that up, okay. And now we have my final cube, 6x6. It's pretty good. It's MGC, so actually it's flagship, I think. I think this is the main 6x6 that most people use. It's really good, very smooth, except for obviously if you're turning fast, it'll pop. Well, anyway, that's all my cubes. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.